The Taliban regime have made prisoners of 50% of the population of their country, the female 50%. News for Scotland today joins a vigil in the centre of Glasgow saying, "Remember the women of Afghanistan."
I'm 13 years old. I have 5 sisters and 1 brother. I'm the 6th child in our family. My father is a driver and my mother a housewife. My favourite colour is pink. My favourite food is tikka kebab. I love music, studying and playing tennis with my sisters and cousins. Just like all the other girls, I also had many wishes. I have always wished that one day I'd become a good journalist, the first journalist in our family and the whole tribe. I have often believed that girls can do anything they want, and they have the right to do whatever they want, because girls are also human beings, same as boys. Having such dreams and wishes remained just dreams when the Taliban took over our country and stopped girls to ask for their rights, to do the things they want, to get education, to have jobs, and they stopped us from making our futures and made us prisoners in our homes. It started just like a very bad dream. We could not imagine it. We were shocked for days, weeks and months. Many girls got depression and couldn't fight with the situation they were facing. However, most girls were trying to move forward and fight for their rights. Unfortunately, still, we are going through this bad and dark dream and cannot do anything. We can't stand against them because we have fear that maybe they will do something wrong to us. Because they are so cruel and they never stop from doing unfair and inappropriate behaviour and actions with us.
The National Criminal Court's chief prosecutor has requested arrest warrants for Taliban leaders on the grounds that their persecution of women and girls is a crime against humanity.
This is a letter from Fashta Amin, 28, from Herat province. This is her words. In the previous government, I worked in family court of Herat province. I will never forget the day the Taliban took Herat. In the morning, even though I had woken up, I still thought I was asleep. The world had changed for me. Everything was destroyed. All the dreams, all the efforts I had made in the past few years had no meaning anymore. Those who were a bit older said about the previous era, everything they said was like a story for me. I used to say that is not possible to do such a thing in the 21st century, but it happened worse than imagined. In the previous period, the world did not progress as it does now. People did not have knowledge and education. Now the people are under the rule of a few illiterate and illogical people and cannot do anything.
Meanwhile, the England cricket team ignores extensive and growing calls to boycott their game against Afghanistan, saying they don't want political situations affecting sport. And Lisa Nandy thinks boycotts in sports are counterproductive. It's a good job Lisa Nandy wasn't around in the 1970s, or she'd have been arguing against the boycott of apartheid South Africa. A very successful sporting boycott, as I seem to remember. What a bunch of despicable politicians, cowardly politicians we have when it comes to defending women's rights, whether at home or around the world. Nandy thinks a boycott would deny sports fans the opportunity that they love. Given that Afghan women and girls are banned from any participation in sport, the ignorance and hypocrisy of that statement is astounding. I suppose we shouldn't be surprised, though, that Lisa Nandy, who thinks that men can be women, is once again prioritising the demands of men above the safety and rights of women. The Afghan cricket team being photographed with the Taliban demonstrates that they have no qualms about using these cricket matches politically. And the England Cricket Board is complicit in condoning the silencing and erasure of Afghan women and girls from public life. The Afghan women's cricket team had to flee to Australia after the Taliban took control and is banned women's participation in sport. The International Cricket Council doesn't recognise the Afghan women as a national team and has denied their request to play as a refugee team. The same ICC that allows the Afghan men's team to participate in tournaments without any sanctions.
For women's rights are human rights. We won't let them forget. For women's rights are human rights. This isn't over yet.